Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Oh!
We're live. It is a wrap. Season 1 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms is over. They're already filming season 2. Hey, let you know. It's happening. Should be a not very long episode. Because there are things that happened, but if we talk longer than 30 minutes on it, I will be wrong. First up, the man, the myth, the legend, Mark Menchaca. How are you doing? How was your viewing experience too?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. Like this is enjoyable. For some reason, I let it sit for a long time. I don't know why. I didn't get to it like a couple days ago, and then I watched it. I don't know why I did that. So it'll be fun, even though I guess we don't have a lot to talk about it.
Yeah, I left it 2 all the way because I didn't want it to be over, and then when it happened, I was like, "That's it." All right. Well, okay. I'm fine with that. Whatever. What else was I expecting from a show that had one battle and the rest was just talk? Matt, the man, the myth, the second legend on the show. How are you? How was your viewing experience?
Doing good. I had a good time with this. I'm sure we're going to talk about it. I now have a goal to make sure we talk about it for 32 minutes. But Cody, how are you doing?
I'm in the power of the end stream button, so good try with that, pal. I've had to edit some wild things out of videos recently, so let me tell you, I'm pretty good at it. I am good, but I'm going to be on my soapbox for a second. And this is unplanned by either one of you. I'm just letting you know. This thing that is happening on the internet right now may be the saddest form that I have ever seen. There is one show that I hold in very high regard, and that's Breaking Bad. I think I love Breaking Bad more than everybody on the channel. It's this show right now. A lot of people love it. I give absolute zero fucks that it's Ozymandias. One is no longer got the top rated slot on IMDb, which is just stupid. Congratulations, stupid people. But it's a 9.5. It's the one thing that I could have always told people that the internet can get. I used to use it. I used it when we did the show. That it's the one thing that brought everybody together because 161,000 people or whatever watch Game of Thrones. Or not Game of Thrones. God, Lannister send their regards. They watched Breaking Bad and all agreed that Ozymandias is a 10 out of 10. It stood for 13 years. Now, apparently, there are some Breaking Bad fans that said, oh, Night of the Seven Kingdoms isn't that good. So it got some people a little upset and a little butthurt. That is the biggest cuck energy I've ever seen in my life. Like what you like. Review bombing is wild. Some people, they felt like I lost a child this week. I got people messaging me like, are you okay about Ozymandias? Bitch, I know it's a 10 out of 10. I don't give a you think, oh, well, no longer one of my favorite episodes of TV because IMDb tells me it can't be. I've watched Fever Pitch over 20 times in my lifetime. If I would have listened to critics a long time ago, it would have been 1, and we would have been done. Okay? So let's be real. Stop. That's so pathetic. And I just want this on the record. Spoiler to the thing. If you've watched Game of Thrones and you're so in love with Knights of the Seven Kingdoms and think it's the greatest, it doesn't sniff the ass of the other Game of Thrones seasons, buddy. Like, it's a good show. It's fun. It is nowhere near some of the best Game of Thrones. So why are we fighting on the recency bias? It is a wild energy. I do not care about IMDb. I do not care what your ratings are, but if you look at it right now, it's really funny. Go to the rating. It's like 111,000 1 stars on Breaking Bad. Okay, go watch Oz. Tell me that's not a 1 star. Okay, like relax. Okay. Now that I got off my soapbox, I'm good. I've talked it. I do not give a fuck. I'm fine with it. Cool. Yay. Still a 10 out of 10. Now on to Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It wraps. Did anything in this episode surprise either one of you? Like at all? You read it, Matt, so you can't be surprised. Like you literally have no ability to be surprised. So Mark, were you surprised by any choice made?
I was not surprised story-wise, but I was a bit surprised on how I felt about it by the end. And I think about how it ultimately wraps up. Like, I mean, I was very much on the fence for at least the first couple episodes. I felt like it was kind of weird and it didn't feel like Game of Thrones. And then we get there. We get there, I think, in a very fun way, in a sense that, especially in rewatching.
It's end of episode 3, beginning of episode 4 is when the like Game of Thrones themes come full display, right? When Egg gets revealed, isn't that the end of 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah, I'm
like,
with you on that.
It's like it's because then we're back to the regular type of Game of Thrones where it's like, decisions and all these like relationships kind of come into play, and they ultimately kind of tell us like where the story's going to go because of that, and kind of what characters deserve on that sense. And I think this show, finds a way to bring back that type of Game of Thrones metal but also being itself and being different. Where like I was very surprised by the end of the show that we were able to get a different type of story, but it still feels like it belongs in the Game of Thrones universe. And that was the thing that I was worried about, at least for the first 3 episodes, that I didn't think it would belong. And honestly, after this one and kind of seeing how everything ends up, where Duncan ends up and kind of how the egg stuff happens and where the relationships are, it feels like it belongs now.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah, nothing really shocked me by the choices. Again, I thought I was like having an existential crisis the first 2 episodes of this, because like I got this way in House of the Dragon season 1. I had a great time. Season 2, like I kept telling myself, it's Game of Thrones, Cody. Like, shut the fuck up. We're back in Westeros. Have fun. Like, you're fucking right. Talking to myself, I'm good. But then halfway through, I'm like, this fucking sucks. Like, I'm not having fun with this. I don't care that it's Game of Thrones at this point. So, but this was never like that point. It was just like I never expected. We've had funny scenes, we've had funny arcs, but I've never had like slapstick Game of Thrones for a character that I have to care about for 6 episodes. And I think this is absolutely the first Game of Thrones that we've seen on screen that is one character arc, basically. There's characters around it, but this is one. We're not bouncing. They talk about it at the very end, that hint of like the 7 Kingdoms. But like, we don't visit we don't even visit a town. We don't visit a fucking crossroad. We don't finish anybody else. We are in this one area and we do not move. And I was very panicky for the first 2 episodes.
Even by the end, everything is still very firmly in Duncan's point of view. It's not they don't even pretend for it to be in anybody else's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Even Egg is just a vessel for Dunk to like move along. Like he hasn't even been fleshed fully out. Like we don't know why he's chosen to do any of the shit that he's done. It's just Dunk and like and it's Dunk's decision to basically like continue the storyline, which is funny how that all ends. But like, yeah, I was very nervous. And then I mean, you guys know it was like episode 3 and 4 and 5. I was just like, fuck. Put it in my fucking veins. Let's go. We're here. So like it was exciting to see like its overall, but it was a little bit. Matt, I'm asking you, like you read, so like you knew stuff going into it.
Yeah.
Like I'm guessing you read, so you knew like the death in the 7. You've heard about the 7 before
I
got
read
here.
that years ago, so I didn't
Okay,
really
so it
remember a
was
lot
fresh
of it.
for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
So
but yeah,
if you enjoyed those back then, but did you enjoy it up to a point, like, did it live up to your expectations overall of the show?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I have definitely been more pro this show than you guys have. Like I've been on with it since the very beginning. The first episode I was on board with. I love the relationship with Dunk and Egg. And Dunk, I just love seeing how he's grown through these 6 episodes. Where in this episode here, he's given like 2 offers to come and join people at Kingdoms and have some pretty good positions that, like the Dunk from the first episode, that's like would have been his dream come true. But now this Dunk here, he's been through all this bullshit with all these people, and he sees what it is, the knighthood that he just like fantasized about and stuff, and he realized that like Penny Tree had a kind of maybe he was onto something, just kind of like walking the earth, going from town to town, helping people out with stuff. That's maybe that's what really is important about being a knight.
Yeah. So I think the main crux of the whole overall was that Dunk's, dealing with his fucking injuries that he's got, and he's presented with an offer to buy. Fuck, what's his nuts? Targaryen.
Well, first he got the offer from the Lancel Baratheon, who was like, "Hey, come with me. We'll go to Storm's End. I'll treat you like a brother. We'll have fun and everything." And
not decline.
I mean, that sounded awesome. I think you should have taken him up on that.
I love where he's like, "We're going to depart after the roast," and hard cuts to them burning the other guy's body.
But then he gets the main invite to let Egg be his squire underneath him, but he has to go to Storm.
Forget
Summerhall, I think.
Summerhall. He has to go to Summerhall because he doesn't sleep in dishes and eat salted beef. Well, maybe he should. All right, maybe he should. Maybe
ultimately, Maker just he doesn't want his kid, his youngest kid, to go off wandering away, trying to keep his family together. And I think he kind of sees Egg as like his kind of last chance to really raise a son he can be proud of, maybe.
Yeah. So the line, I think I'm done with princes. You just killed your fucking brother. There was this. I've been stabbed multiple times. There's another one that's basically. I have no interest. Well, Egg overall, here's the situation.
Yeah,
he's just dropping. I think that's one of the craziest things we get into this episode is Egg's decisions that he makes overall. Which I can't say that I saw that coming fully. Especially when he's walking up with that knife to take care of
his brother,
his brother,
Prince, yeah.
And what a fucking out of nowhere dad sitting right in the fucking corner, be like, I was expecting you. Fuck. And he shows some real emotion, some real stuff, because he's struggling because if it wasn't for him and Dunk would still be attached to the hip, but Dunk doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. And Dunk treated him like a person and not like a prince or anything. So it's this thought that he's battling, which I thought was a really good character arc with not a lot of words spoken. Because you just hear the knife fall, you hear the dad embrace, you see that stuff. We gonna talk about the knife in the room? We might want to talk about you can't kill I know I killed my brother, but you can't kill your brother. That's how it works. Oh, I think those were some real. I think those are the two main cruxes until the very end.
Yeah, because his other brother even approaches Dunk and is like, "Yo, Egg, he's not like us yet, so I really think that you should help him so that he won't become like us."
He has a chance to be the good.
Honestly, I think that was probably the coolest scene. I think at least we get the talk from the brother, and then Egg kind of feeling his head, and the white hairs are starting to come back, and then that's when he goes. It's it is. I think they did a really good job of giving us the full look at kind of how Egg is afraid of being that kind of crazy Targaryen that everybody thinks like he's gonna one day become. Like that. That is, I think I didn't think they were. I didn't really know what they were doing with Egg for the majority of this season, and then it just kind of came into view in like 10 minutes essentially.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's really not a fan of his brother.
Yeah, no. And then, I mean,
we also get the kind of flashback sort of stuff with Dunk and Penny Tree and stuff.
Even that is slapstick. That's just weird slap. Like, it's fine, it works, but like.
And it definitely, it doesn't completely confirm, but it pretty much really hints at the fact that Pennytree never really knighted Dunk. And he pretty much has been lying about that this whole time.
Welcome to Game of Thrones. You either die or lie. Your choice. Fucking figure it out. Which I think is interesting because like that, and like even that moment, he's dying. He's like always a knight. The music plays and he looks at it, he's like, finishes their story. The fuck? Like, I mean, I'm not mad at it. It's just such like that's how the show is. Like these aren't like where Game of Thrones is like, oh my god, are they dead? How many people are gonna die in this episode? Is like fucking I don't know what to believe and what not. Like it's crazy that we had that last episode, this like that girl getting her throat slit. And like him having the bash of his head, like those are some brutal moments. And then no jokes. I don't know. There's many jokes to be made in that last episode. I don't believe. Like
yeah, not a ton.
I think it's one of the ones that don't have any like slapsticks. And like this one still had some slapstick moments. So.
And it really feels fitting to Game of Thrones because usually Game of Thrones has like episode 9 is like the big event of the season, and then episode 10 is kind of like the come down, kind of setting stuff up for the next season. So
nobody could fight anymore in this episode. Everybody's like walking in crutches because like their bodies are destroyed.
Everyone limps this episode. Like there's so many limps that are happening.
Oh, the Baratheon, he's ready to go some more.
But he's been drunk since the stuff started.
Although that Raymond guy wasn't like that hurt. Like he was kind of hurt, but like not too hurt to like do like other things.
Right.
Yeah. So that was an interesting part too, where this lady kind of came across him, and now they're going to be married and stuff. And she is definitely more than one night pregnant.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess you got to do what you got to do. Get a nice steady.
There wasn't Trojan wasn't around back then. And I think the main crux, we can wrap it right here. Basically, Egg joins him.
Yeah.
His other horse that he thought he lost runs back, and
the one guy brought him the one horse back, and he tells him, "No, you take it and go and do all your things." And he's got the 2 horses again, and Egg shows up. He's like, "Hey, my father said I need to go with you and learn the ways of the knights."
And he kind of like treats him like he's being very like telling him like straightforward, like not treating him like a prince at all. Basically, what he would be as a squire, which I thought was really funny. And then go ahead.
Did we get a Thunderbolts moment here where like is the title of the show going to be different from now on?
Yeah, they did kind of bring up that it's technically the nine
kingdoms. Like it's the 9 kingdoms. No, it's the 7 kingdoms. No, everybody's been wrong. What do you mean? And he starts listing them. It's like, and then this title screen, it's Night of the 9 Kingdoms. I was like, oh fuck! Like, no, it is. I don't care. Whatever those other 2, we're not counting them. It has to be the 7 Kingdoms. I know.
Well, I think it's Dorne and the Iron Islands are the ones that usually aren't counted.
Which would make sense.
Yeah.
especially
So
the Iron
egg-
Islands.
eggs including them.
I'm very pro not counting the Iron Islands
Well,
ever.
well, they're just an unserious kingdom because like they even when they want to rebel, they don't actually really want to rebel. Like we'd rather stay close to the ocean, even though we're starting a rebellion.
Yeah, and it seems like they're on their way maybe to Dorne, perhaps, because Egg reminded them that they have some good puppet shows there. So maybe we're going to go and see a friend with some puppets over in Dorne next season, perhaps.
Yeah, says we can go basically anywhere.
Yeah.
And the Targaryens are leaving. They start riding out. Dad's looking around for Egg. Where the fuck's Egg? And starts freaking out because Egg's not there. And his dad did not approve this adventure. I'll tell you that much right now. And let me tell you, it's got to be really fucking hard to find people in the 9 kingdoms. Especially when they get a head start on your ass. So yeah, I thought it was really funny.
Maybe he's okay with it though. Maybe he's like, shucks, those darn kids. Like,
I mean, it's possible that like he actually told Egg it was good to go, but now he's just acting like it to kind of save face with the rest of his people. I don't know. Probably not. But
well, the thing is that the one thing that we can count on this show that Game of Thrones has taught us that Sir Duncan the Tall has 4 pages,
Yeah.
4 full pages of shit that he has done.
So we got some adventures coming.
Game of Thrones, which is awesome because like that's all I always remember the Joffrey moment where he's like, Sir Duncan the Tall, 4 pages. What would they say about you, Uncle? Just fuck you. Like, what a cock. But I do love it. So a lot of shit could happen. They are filming it currently. I think I don't know who the actor that plays Dunk is, but he's like, I've got longer hair, and I think the people of the book will be happy about that. Is what I saw in an interview. So cool, whatever that means. I'm on board. Wherever they tell me next, I will be there. I will enjoy it. It seems like more shit will happen because, again, I've heard stuff about what happens to the Targaryens. So, like, yeah, and he's got to do something. So, pretty excited about that. But should we rate this? I don't know if we've ever rated it live.
We have to, right?
I guess that's the point of our show.
I mean, didn't we rate Last of Us?
We definitely
like we
did.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm afraid to rate fucking anything in Game of Thrones right now. We may get fucking killed. I just want to this is a 1. This is a 0. Walt and Jesse send their regards. Fuck faces. No. I think I'm at a 4. Just a solid 4.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like it's a half, like half really good, really, really good. But I don't feel like I ever dreaded watching an episode.
Mm-hmm.
I never got to like the level of, oh my God, please. Like there were even episodes there was no episode in this season, even the battle, which I think is good, but I think people are just misremembering or just I think it was shot really cool.
When Prince Baelor came out and that Game of Thrones music started playing, you were, oh my God, Cody.
No, but that was before the battle.
Yeah.
So that's my thing is like when he shows up in episode 4, I'm just like, put me through a fucking brick wall. I can do fucking anything. And then the battle happened, which I like the battle.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I could even put that fight in top 10 combats of Game of Thrones that I've seen on screen. I think it's good. I think it's really good. But honestly, it's a knight getting the shit beat out of him. We're in a trial of the 7 that I've never seen on Game of Thrones, and I don't see 6 of each side at all, which is fine, but I don't see them. I don't really know what's going on. And I just see Dunk get the shit kicked out of him. That's a fun arc. That's cool. You're not going to tell me it's better than Hardhome, Blackwater, a Viper and Mountain. I can go on and on and on. The Battle of the Bastards. Like, it's not even close. You can't even Dance of the Dragons from season 2 of the thing. Like, you can't give me that because I can't get there. But that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
That just means there's just a large hill to climb to get to that level for me. So it's a 4. I think it's a 4, and I'm excited for season 2.
That's fair.
Mark?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll let you go, Matt. You were pretty amped. Go ahead.
I mean, like I said, I've definitely been. I'm more so on board with the show than you guys. I think from the jump. I really love these characters. I really love that it's a POV show where it's pretty much from Dunk's POV the whole time. That's why the battle is just Dunk getting his ass kicked. Because I mean, that's what happens. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm just.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was close.
No hate in your game.
Yeah.
No hate in your game.
Yeah.
I just remember this for future.
Yeah.
We watched the season of Game of Thrones. I did not hear that word, so that's just interesting. We'll talk about that later tonight.
That'll be a 5 at some point in Game of Thrones. Don't worry.
Mark.
Okay.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Go ahead.
I mean, definitely not gonna go there. Listen, I think I'm somewhere a bit in between because I really like
what that score is.
I mean, listen, if we implemented bars rules, there'd be something.
I think that's if this is where it's going, and I'm the lowest, things have just completely flipped on this show.
I would say I really liked where we went in those last 3 episodes. Those last 3 episodes were very good. And again, I was just a bit worried because I liked the first 3. It just didn't feel like Game of Thrones.
Uh-huh.
And we got there, and I'm very excited where we're going from here on out. But because of that, I am going to stick with a 4. I think a 4 is a very appropriate ranking for this.
Shout out Andrew Barr. That's a 4.25 on our list. That's how we roll here at TV Chronicles. Okay. You know what? I'm proud of you, Mark. I'm proud of you. You didn't fall for the bullshit of Matt spewing. You stayed true to your word. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so that is this season. Do you got any kill counts? Did you do one for this or no?
I
don't want to put you on the fly.
One. I want to say it wasn't too crazy. 24 kills. 24 a good chunk of those are in the flashback when he's digging through dead bodies.
That is fair. Okay, so I'm just looking at the last season that we did. 4.25 would land it right above season 3 of The Leftovers and right below, tied with Leftover season 2. So that's kind of where that would end up being for us. Okay. Few housekeeping things. The last episode, I believe the last episode of TV Chronicles Season 2, Part 2, which is Succession, Leftovers, and True Detective, airs next week. Be a month off, full month. And then you will get The Americans, Justified, and Game of Thrones. That will kick back up. Again, shout out Eric. Eric is our great thumbnail person. He comes up with all the stuff. He will include all the people that has been on the thumbnail, but with new people. He did this one with True Detective. He switched it up every season, which I appreciate. I did ask for season 2 of True Detective just to put me dead on the poster, but he declined and just put Colin Farrell, so that's fair. But that will be up. And we are building towards our next thing that we are doing. House of the Dragon comes out in June. We have talked about it. We will be live for it. 2 weeks leading up to it, we will be doing season 1 and season 2 recaps of those. basically us walking through the entire season together, just talking about every episode, doing a whole show like what we normally do, 8, 9, 10 episodes of the show. We'll do it all in one to catch up fully, and then we'll do it live weekly after following that. And then we have other stuff planned for the rest of the season once Game of Thrones Justified and The Americans wrap. There are some doozies. I'm letting these two guys cook. So on that note, thanks for watching. We will catch you in June live. And in a month, please, if you haven't watched any other stuff, we've done Breaking Bad, The Wire, and Oz. Go back and watch some of those episodes. Go watch them. Then we've done Mad Men. I'm terrible at this. Mad Men, Shield, and
Sopranos, your show.
Sopranos. Fuck. If you want to hear me rant about the Sopranos, that's on the channel. We've also done Band of Brothers, 11, 22, 63, and Chernobyl.
Yeah.
We've done that. They're all there. So we've done a lot of shows. We've done a lot of recaps. We're doing that. We just now finished up Succession. So again, we're doing Game of Thrones, The Americans Justified. Can't wait. And then we're still going because, we like doing the show together. So thank you all for watching. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Oh!